Yo Joey, my customer experience strategy isn't working. What gives? I can tell you, if you're treating it like a non-priority priority, it's probably it. My name's Joey Perez with VocalPoint Consulting. In today's mugshot, I want to lean on this topic because it's a very near and dear one to me. We're all customers, but sometimes we forget to treat ours just like it. Now, the customer isn't always right. The customer's the customer. So why doesn't my customer experience strategy work, man? Here's one thing. If you just show buy-in to your workforce, but not action, the dedication's not there. They're gonna end up shifting their attention elsewhere. I mean, just put yourself in their shoes for a minute. If you have an agent who isn't performing at their best or even at standard, they're gonna start to shift their attention towards something that's gonna help them feel the win. And you know, we do wanna help families. We do wanna make sure we close the deal. We do wanna get our product or service into the business. But the reality is that if we don't start treating these instances outside of those critical exchange points with importance, then the customer experience strategy that we think is going to work good because it sounds like it on paper doesn't mean it's going to bring any paper in. I mean, this is what ends up happening. We end up creating reactive customer experience instead of proactive. Great customer experience will put me in a position to want to even recommend you without us having to do business more than once or even at all sometimes. I mean, think about it. There's businesses that I've recommended that I didn't do business with yet. I just was able to articulate to someone that I knew of a company that could deliver what was in our conversation. You've been there, right? Making it easy for me as a customer to get the next patch or update, or even if it's a cell phone provider, to get my bill checked. You know I'm going to end up doing it. And certainly there's data that shows how long somebody waits or is a customer before an X kind of experience happens. That tends to be a service call. Why not set out and be proactive in that customer experience so that even if they don't encounter it, they feel informed that should they encounter it, they know that you're going to be a resource, not just a sales pitch. Another thing that's damaging are when you isolate your workforce, like the front lines, to carry the heavy lifting. Look, leadership is going to be a part of that with them, so I'm not trying to leave us out. But to think that IT doesn't somehow impact customer experience, you're mistaken. Albeit it might be indirectly, but if IT and the workforce tend to butt heads sometimes when it comes to password resets, and ultimately my man's trying to make sure he can handle any service ticket or service management that you pay him to handle, as well as you want your workforce worried about handling the customer and being comfortable doing their job. The last thing you want to do is pit your departments against each other, which ultimately leaves your customer hanging, waiting in the queue. So hey, you ain't gotta take it, it's just advice. But you probably want to put your eyes back on it as a priority, not a non-priority priority. Cheers.